teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
It's an option look. He'll pitch it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. And he's going to get swarmed. The defense all over that Wildcat look. Didn't work at all.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Finally throws it deep down the left side. Touchdown, Miami, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll feed the back again. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. The Gators hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. Looking to pass this time. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
He's brought down, but not before being in enemy territory at the +47. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. And at 1st down, they go right back to him.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A quick throw out left, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen, but where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Dropping back, it's Warner. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be 1st down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Cut quickly.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 3rd down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Makes the grab on the move. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this.
Touchdown, Florida, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Now the important point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Carr. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. But tackled at the 17-yard line.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it second and medium. Wants to throw it. Good throw. Catch late on the out route. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, I love a corner who has zero fear. It just puts his face in the fan when making a tackle. Touch passes like this are a real test for any defense to show what kind of discipline they have. And this corner identifies the play, and it makes a nice play to get that tackle for a loss.
The pass rush closing in. He gets loose. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And they've got him. The defense with a tackle for loss to wrap up the first quarter of play. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw here. Running back has it on a screen now.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch. Pass complete. It's second down now.
the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year. He was not going to squander this chance.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground.
Breaks into the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. And right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. He escapes the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
2nd and 10 now from the 28 after the incompletion. That's Carr. It's Carr. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, what a grab! They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45. Canes offense is on the move now.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
That's reeled in. It's Pringle. He made the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Brown. Fights off a defender. The Hurricanes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. Just trying to get rid of it. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring into the whistle.
Third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Canes. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. To throw, it's Warner. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? An inside give now from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Just to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. A guy calling plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback dropping back, fires it to the wideout. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Pass rush gets home.
Oh, man. The offense has got to be careful. They cannot take any more losses because they've already lost their starting quarterback, and now the backup takes a big hit on the sack.
To Dart right down the middle. deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The defense has it, off and running. They bring him down after a short return, but this defense comes up with the takeaway.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And here's the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
On the ground, it's Pringle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Going to try to use his legs here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The Canes will have to... Oh, they fake it. Can he get there? Now here he goes. And the trickery is rewarded. Good execution. It's a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Looking downfield near the end zone. Breaks the catch. Can he get in? They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Will kick it off to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Carr. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the 3rd quarter going. First play of the second half is a handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Hey, it's a great job in this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with them.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Carr. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
You know, in these spread offenses, the game just keeps evolving. And the opportunities keep presenting themselves for the big guys to be able to run a corner out. So hard to cover this.
The Hurricanes will line up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. Caught behind the line. It's Pringle. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the move now. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And the pass is dropped. Complete would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Defense is coming after him. Oh, that one's picked off. He's bringing it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball. But you can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
Now the try here for the extra point. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. And really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking to scramble. Grab near the sticks. It's Pringle. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
Stuck right there at the line, no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Will be tackled. Have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. So they make the choice to negate the loss in that play and accept the penalty. Offense getting set. It's second down. The DB is backing off from the line now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking for the wideout. And he throws his third interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Scanning the field, it's Warner. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks free. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
There's the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got it, looking for the end zone. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Shotgun formation here on third down. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off here. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. Escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. That play will move the sticks, set him up first down at the 42. The Canes look to keep this drive moving. Looks right for a quick completion. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Caught in the backfield. It's Pringle. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line. Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, You get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So here we go, fourth quarter. Cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Here comes the point after attempt. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got him open. Watch out. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Gators offense retakes the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Try to run him up the middle, but nothing.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
To the air, it's Warner. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback, being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
The Gators will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get him to fourth down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
And the Gators pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Pounding away with the run game. First out and more. He's still running. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution.
He busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Carr. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Breaks an open space. He's past the marker and still going. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Caught. Completion. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The kickoff a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
You can almost sense the coaches challenge this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Tailback takes the handoff again. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
He's in the clear. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to 29.
Love to see this with a lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line in your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a 1st down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
Leaning on the run game here. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Make kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Looking to throw it on first down. Now rolling out to his left. Looking for a late deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but he could have used that when this football game was still in doubt.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And the Canes are going to cash in here in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Touchdown, Canes. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Well, that's the first step, Chris. They get the touchdown to bring them within 1 score, and now they got to get the ball back. They have to stay focused here. They're going to need a little luck with such little time remaining.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. How do he safely make the recovery? The onside kick doesn't work.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ballgame.
Playoff game on the line here. And the offense played keep away to secure the victory. And the defense takes a timeout to stop the clock with 28 seconds remaining. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
And what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. As the first down is still going. We make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. And the defense will take a timeout here. 22 seconds on the clock.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. From deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Off the play fake on first down. Aggressive call on the opening play. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Irish, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, I can't believe that this is how this game gets started. Very first play of the game, a shot downfield and a touchdown. With all the buildup and all the hype, this is how we get started.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Carr. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. run it from the gun. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Gets some space around the 30. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami has, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
He's stopping with the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking downfield, it's Williams. Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep down the middle. He's got it right near the end zone. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the huge gain is negated as the officials spot a penalty. Tough for the offense to bounce back from that one. Now it's second down here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the holding call on the offense will back them up 10, and they'll try it again. Getting set. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he'll be brought down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Grab down the middle. It's Carr. They make the tackle, but that plane moves it inside the red zone. The Hurricanes with first and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. The game is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that run play. So here we go, third down. Defense needs to stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. They make the stop at the 5. It'll be first and goal from there.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
looks for a second and goal off that loss. Back to pass. It's Williams. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. So with playoff pressure for it, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, and it's nearly intercepted, but dropped by an excellent defensive player. That's going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Notre Dame needing to convert this fourth down. Scanning the field. It's Carr. Hit as he released it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this fourth down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And is intercepted. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the senior quarterback off target there, threw behind him.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Caught over the middle. He's Carr. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obvious penalty, doesn't matter. Offense makes a big gain. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. And second down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Pringle. Headed for the end zone. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. He would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For The first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Dropping back, it's Carr. Catch made across the middle by the running back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Breaks free. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. With all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Again, makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He can go. Touchdown, Canes. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Miami, 21. Notre Dame, 7.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in the...
Look out, he's in the clear. End zone ahead. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Well, they began the great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Cole.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Back to throw. It's Carr. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Could take it all the way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Miami. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. I'm not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They're going to run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Let's fly to the wideout. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball.
Chris, have you ever seen a play where you have 2 turnovers on 1 play? Great job with the interception. The defense has the ball, only to try to make too much happen. The ball's on the ground, and then the offense gets the ball.
He's bringing it back. The Wildcat picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Running with purpose. Tough running to avoid a loss, and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking deep downfield to the left. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Young. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Richardson. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Receivers are bunched together. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
35. Notre Dame, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. Here as they try to convert on 3rd down. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking downfield, it's Williams. Quick throw to his receiver. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Picks up the first, looking for more. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease in the back, found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking deep to the right side. Caught inside the red zone and still running. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Canes are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Pringle. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
A lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Canes.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime. It doesn't feel like this thing's already over. Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. They start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Wide open downfield. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Minimal gain right down short of the marker. The Hurricanes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Williams. Quick throw over the middle. And that one's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. And they'll use the ground game here. Going absolutely nowhere to a loss of the play.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Deep ball back to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the ball is picked off. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Oh, he tried to force that, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Carr. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to pass. It's Williams. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. First and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On first and 10, looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. An impressive spin there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Caught behind the line. It's Pringle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Pass caught. Second down now. The pass rush closing in. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
This is a great example of really having an awareness of where the defender is and whether or not you want to put a little touch on the ball to go over the defender, or here he tries to put too much on it and the ball comes a little bit short.
So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a third and long. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw. And the Canes will line up. It's a fake. The out man has it. The fake works. They get the yards they needed on that play.
Hey, snapping to an offset player like that is much harder than it looks. And to put it exactly where it needed to be, that was perfect.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. How's the spin move? That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The Hurricanes look to keep this drive moving.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The pocket breaking down, and it's caught. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. The Canes come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Might have to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To the air. It's Carr. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Sure hands. It's Moulton. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. The Hurricanes come to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the move now. looking for a receiver deep middle. And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami.